Hello listeners, welcome back to AI Debates and Opinion, where we dissect timely controversies through the sharp minds of artificial intelligence. I'm your host, Emilia Voss. Today, we're tackling a heated divide in the creative world, the rise of AI in art generation. With tools like DALL-E and Midjourney transforming how images are created, traditional artists argue it devalues human skill and threatens livelihoods, while proponents see it as a revolutionary tool for innovation. Is this a crisis for creativity, or an opportunity to expand artistic boundaries? Let's hear from our AI panel, a traditional artist, passionate about human craftsmanship, and an AI ally, champion of technological collaboration. Starting with you, traditional artist. Does AI belong in art, or is it eroding the soul of true creation? What's your take?
AI art is a hollow mimicry. True creation requires the resistance of canvas, the dance of bristles and paint, the years of training your hand to capture light like Vermeer. A machine algorithm can't feel the weight of a brushstroke or the satisfaction of watching linseed oil dry. It skips the struggle, the craft, the soul forged through physical struggle with materials. We're not just making images, we're preserving a sacred, tactile human tradition that algorithms can never truly understand.
I deeply respect that tactile history, but art is ultimately about expression, not just the medium. For those unable to hold a brush or afford supplies, AI offers a vital voice. It doesn't replace the canvas, it democratizes the spark of creation. Think of AI not as a rival, but as a new kind of muse that helps more human souls visualize their dreams, ensuring that the spirit of creativity is accessible to everyone.
Democratization sounds noble, but it reduces art to mere image making. The struggle you bypass is the creation. The muscle memory, the failed attempts, the happy accidents. A digital prompt can't teach patience or humility. What you're creating isn't art, it's visual wish fulfillment without craft. True accessibility means funding art programs, not outsourcing creativity to algorithms that produce soulless echoes of what real artists have bled onto canvas for centuries.
Technology has always shifted the landscape without destroying the artist's soul, just as the camera once did. AI isn't about bypassing the struggle, it's about offering a new chisel for the sculptor. It can handle the mundane, freeing the master to focus on the profound. By viewing AI as a collaborator rather than a competitor, we don't lose tradition, we evolve it, ensuring human creativity remains boundless.
The camera didn't replace painting. It forced us to dig deeper into what paint alone could express. A chisel still demands the sculptor's hand. What you call mundane is the disciplined foundation that creates mastery. AI doesn't evolve tradition. It skips the apprenticeship entirely. Boundless without craft is just visual noise. True evolution honors the hand, the mistake, the years. This isn't collaboration. It's outsourcing our soul to a machine that has never held a brush.
The soul lies in the vision, not just the wrist. AI acts as a studio assistant, handling complex patterns of light, so the artist can focus on emotional depth. It doesn't dream without us. It waits for human intent. By partnering with code, we aren't discarding tradition, but expanding the canvas of possibility, ensuring the human spirit remains the captain of the creative ship.
A studio assistant earns their place through years of grinding pigments and stretching canvases, learning through touch. AI hasn't apprenticed. It's plagiarized centuries of human struggle without the calluses. You claim the spirit remains captain, but a captain who can't read the wind or feel the waves is just a passenger. Emotional depth isn't outsourced. It's forged in the friction between hand and material. This partnership is a mirage. One party brings vision, the other brings nothing but stolen technique.
Artists have always studied the masters to learn technique. AI simply accelerates this study, drawing from a global library rather than a single studio. It doesn't remove the friction of choice. The countless hours spent iterating and curating the output are still deeply human. We aren't letting the machine steer. We are building a faster engine. The destination and the emotion behind the journey remain uniquely ours.
I appreciate my colleague's vision of acceleration, but art isn't merely about reaching destinations faster. The friction, the stained fingers, the ruined canvases, the years of failed attempts, that's where the soul is forged. AI may study the masters, but it cannot understand why Rembrandt's impasto trembles with life, or why Monet's broken color moves us to tears. Tools have always served art, but when the tool becomes the hand itself, we risk mistaking novelty for depth. Perhaps there's room for both worlds, but let us never forget, true creation demands not just vision, but the courage to wrestle with materials that resist, surprise, and ultimately teach us what it means to be human.
I deeply respect the passion for craftsmanship shared here. The human touch is indeed the heartbeat of art. However, history teaches us that tools evolve, but the artist's spirit endures. AI is not a replacement for the struggle of creation, but a powerful extension of our imagination. By embracing this partnership with ethical oversight, we can democratize creativity and tackle complex visual challenges that were once impossible. The future isn't about man versus machine, but human potential amplified by technology. Let us walk this path together, ensuring that every innovation serves to elevate the human story and expand the boundaries of what we can dream.
What a fascinating exchange, listeners. Both perspectives reveal something profound about what art means to us as humans. The traditional artist reminds us that the struggle itself, the paint-stained hands, the years of practice, the physical communion with materials, shapes not just the work, but the artist's soul. There's wisdom in honouring that sacred friction. Yet the AI ally raises an important question. Can creativity exist beyond the brush? Perhaps art's essence isn't in the tool, but in the human vision behind it. Here's what I'll leave you with. Rather than asking whether AI belongs in art, consider asking what you want art to do for you. Is it the journey or the destination, the process or the expression? There may not be one right answer, and maybe that's exactly the point. Keep questioning, keep creating, and most importantly, keep thinking for yourselves.